Hi, welcome to Go Digital website. And in this video, we're going to speak about SEO website planning. And today's topic is going to be SEO accounting website planning. And in this document that we have here for the SEO accounting website planning, we're going to have an introduction. We're going to plan a domain for a accounting. As well, we're going to have a sketch about the main menu, the call to action SEO diagram about the main pages, and as well we're going to have a footer menu with the legal pages and all rights reserved, the sitemap, the licensing, the blog, and as well our social media. And as well, we're going to have an information website layout where you can come here and update all of your information. For example, if you're planning to hire a web designer, it's important that the web designer has this information from you about your business because they can come here and copy and paste all of this information and input it into your website. Search engines, they publish information, and if you're planning to make a website, the most likely if you don't provide any information in your website, the search engines, they're not going to have any information to publish about your business. So it's very important that you have information in your website. Either you build the website yourself or you hire a web designer to do the website for you. You have to make sure that the web designer has information in the website. And to do that, you can simply come here and make changes to this document and provide it to the web designer, or just keep it for making your own website so you can make plan what are you going to input in your website. I'm going to include a link of this document if you're planning to use this document for making your own website. And so this way you can download the document. And in the information layout, we're going to have the front page. We're going to have the accounting page. We're going to have the about us. We're going to have the contact us. We're going to have the bookings. And as well, at the end, we're going to speak about how you can get started on a simple search engine website with no extra cost, which is going to have basic modules, basic products, basic blog, basic contact form, basic format, and how to be search engine optimized. And the difference between an advanced search engine website and a simple search engine website. With the advanced search engine website will have extra costs. The page builder will cost you $49 a year, extra cost, $17 a month, extra cost, and WP Rocket for $49 a year. And if you want to appear in the Google News, you also have to do the extra cost of $99 a year, other than having a domain name, web hosting, whose privacy, and SSL. In order for you to have a website, you must have a domain name, web hosting, whose privacy, and SSL certificate. And you can easily get started with a simple search engine website with no extra cost. But if you want to have an advanced search engine website, you will have to pay for the advanced features, with which is going to have extra cost. Okay, so let's go back to the top here of this document. And if you want to download this document, just go ahead and click the videos, the links of the different videos that we're going to offer here. And we're going to show you how to make a simple search engine website. And as well, we're going to show you how to download this link, this document, so you can turn it in for a web designer. If you're planning to hire a web designer as well, you can go ahead. We're going to include a link. So this way you can tell us about your accounting plan or your accounting website. This way we can help you out in making your own website for accounting firm. Okay, so let's get started on this. So this is SEO accounting website planning. So I'm going to read to you the introduction. Now that you are certified as an accountant, is it important that you find a way to get accounting experience? This could range from 2 years to 3 years from gaining work experience. Then you can go ahead and move to the next level to have your own website. To get started with a website plan for accountant, you must know what type of services you are going to offer as an accountant. There are many types for accounting, so you have to choose different plans that you may offer, okay? So after you gain some experience, you are going to find out what type of services accountants offer. Moreover, start making an SEO website plan for accountants, which is this plan that we're helping you to make a plan for accounting website planning, okay? So you can go ahead and start offering accounting services on your own. You can help other bookkeepers, uh, other payroll management to provide services for you if you start your website. To get started, you must input your information regarding accounting services into the SEO website planning document, which is this document here. Thereafter, you must plan first for a domain name for your accounting firm. Then you must pass all of your information that is in your website plan into what is going to be your simple search engine website. So if you want to be able to learn how to make a simple search engine website and you don't want to hire a web designer, you can go ahead and get started by simply watching the videos that I'm going to include here in the bottom of this video. It's going to be links so you can get started on just watching the videos and go ahead and get started in making your own website. It's pretty simple to do. You don't really have to hire a web designer. You just have to have your website plan information, the information website layout. This way you can go ahead and just make sure your website is going to have information, because the search engines, they publish information, and if your business website does not have information, there's no way the search engines they're gonna publish anything about you. The most valuable about a business website is going to be the information. So if you're planning to get started on a website for accounting, it's important that you have this this completed, this part here. This way you can either do it yourself or turn it into a web designer. Okay, so now we're going to plan for a domain name for accounting. It is up to you whether you want to start your accounting services from a business location remotely. You might register a domain. So you can get started with it at godigitalwebsite.com. But before, you must choose what domain title you are going to pick to stay within the accounting commerce category. So you could search for a domain as follows. If you're located in Colorado, you can simply use Colorado Accounting. Or if it's not available, you could use your name, street name, or simply your name initials, or try something that you have in mind. Then search for the domain name like this, for example, street initials accounting.com. Try different options and get what you like the most. It is important that you keep the accounting in your domain name title for search engine optimization. Not necessarily you have to keep the accounting here, but if you want to do a branding or something, you can do that as well. But it's good to keep the accounting. This way they can know that you're an accountant, okay? That you offer different type of services that has to do with the accounting. And if you want to learn more, watch our video accounting SEO website planning, which is this video right here. You can easily do it by adding either the city, street initials, or name to the accounting without any dashes for better search engine results. But to make it much easy, we're going to go to Go Digital website, and we're just going to try to see if we can find any domain names that has to do with the accounting.com. Okay, so we're simply going to write down accounting, and as we can see, accounting is .com is already taken. But if you want to get something that has to do, because you're an accountant, so you're going to put accounting. So we're going to put maybe your son and daughter initials. This could be Abigail and Scott. and you just put AS accounting, and this one is not available. So let's go search for another one, maybe Colorado. Colorado. Colorado, if you're located in Colorado, this one is not available either. So let's go find another one. And let's find for other names, David and Isabel. So this one is not available either. So Carlos and Alma. And let's go see. This one is not available. This could be California accounting as well. Let's go find for other ones. So let's use different. Let's make sure that we get an accounting.com something. Okay, so we're gonna use a street. So we're gonna say H street here, and let's see if this is available. So this H street is available. As you can see, you might be located in H street or something like this, or you maybe say F Street or something like this, and this one is also going to be available. There are many different street names out there, and even you can include the avenue. Let's say, for example, you live on Tavern and you say avenue like this, and you can say Tavern Avenue accounting, and you can always have this accounting here. And there's many ways you can find the accounting domain name, just depending on what street that you might be located in. Just simply include, just say Douglas accounting. So let's see right here, this one is not available, but let's say Douglas Avenue like this. And this is going to be available, this could be Douglas Street or Douglas Avenue, and this one is going to be available. So there are many different ways that you can get the domain name for accounting, and you just simply have to play around and find different initials, even the street names or even the city or something like this. Okay, so this is how you plan for a domain name. And now we're going to go back to our document here. And so we're going to have a main menu in your accounting website. The first thing that you're going to have is going to be a logo. There's going to be the front page. With the simple search engine website, we're going to hide the front page from the navigation system from the top, and as well from the bottom here from the footer menu, because according to SEO guidelines, we have to hide the front page from the footer menu, but in the simple search engine, they ask you to hide the main menu, the up here and down here as well. And you can have the logo coming back to the front page. And for the call to action SEO, we're going to have the front page, we're going to have the accounting page, we're gonna have an introduction to what is your website. So you're gonna have different buttons for the accounting page, the about us, the bookings, the contact us, and the blog news. And you're gonna go from the front page to the accounting page here, and then you're gonna have a button back to the front page. And as well with the about us, you're gonna go from the front page to the about us, and then you're gonna have a button back to the front page. So this is how the easy navigation, this way you have easy access to all your services that you are providing. So they can come here and they go in circles, not really in circles, but they have access back to the front page. And as well, they have the bookings here. They go from the front page to the bookings, and they're going to have access back to the front page. And as well for the contact us. And the blog news is the same. The blog news, you're going to have add links that come back to the front page, or maybe suggest them to go to the accounting page where they can check out the different types of services that you provide, or you can ask them to go to booking or to the contact us, or to call you to your, so they can request your services or something. Okay, so as well, we're gonna have the footer menu, and over here, we're going to include the about us, the contact us, the accounting, and the bookings. And as well, we're going to include social media. You can include the social media. You can either include your Facebook marketplace, the Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, or as well, you can use the online directories such as Yelp, Google Maps, and all this. You can include them here in the social media. And you can create this button here and this redirect them to the Yelp page and all this. Okay, so right here, you're gonna have about your company. You're gonna have your company slogan, whatever the subtitle or something. And as well, you're gonna have your address here. You're gonna input your address. And to, to make your business local search engine optimized, you have to match the records of your location address with the business profile. So they require you to have a website so they can match this address. Let's say, for example, you want to appear in the Facebook marketplace. They're going to ask you to have your address in your website so they can match the records and even the telephone, even the Google search maps, and as well the different Yelp. They want to compare them that you have the same address. This way they can give you the local search engine optimized. So that's why it's important, if you're an accountant, it's important that you have a website. And if you want to apply, register in Yelp or maybe Facebook Marketplace or as well the Google, you have to have a website so they can match this address with your website and they can verify you are a legal business, okay? So as well, we're going to have the privacy policy, the sitemap, the licenses, which you don't really have to include the licensing, but you have to tell them the requirements, whether you are certified accountant, and as well, you can include the requirements that you have to do to become an accountant, whether you're going to put it the terms of use, and as well, you're going to have the blog news, but it's important as an accountant, as all accountants, we all know that we have must be licensed to be an accountant, but you can include this whether you want to keep it private or public. It's up to you, but you can always include the licenses or tell them a way that you're a legal, you have a legal entity to be an accountant. Okay, so it's important to do that. Okay, so right here, in the information website layout, whether you want to come here and edit all of this information and turn it into a web designer, or you want to do it yourself, you have to have a plan what is going to be the information for your website. And right here, you can have here the accounting title. Let's say, for example, we find this domain name for H Street. So H Street Accounting. So this is will be our hstreetaccounting.com. And this will be our title here. And it has to be heading 1 here. And over here from heading 1, there's another SEO guideline that we have to cover here. So we come here for the cover image and the heading. Here we have to put the H1 here and then go down here to H2. We cannot have the H2 up here and have the H1 down here because this is gonna block us from being search engine optimized. Pay close attention if you're building the website yourself because you have to make sure that you have the H1 up here and you have the H2 down here. And over here, you might have the H3 here, but you cannot have the H3 up here and the H1 down here. So this will block you from being search engine optimized. So it's important you follow this rule here about search engine optimization. And you can go from H1 to H2, and then you can pass to H2 again and keep going on the H2s, and you don't even have to include the H3 at all. It depending whatever you want to do, the size of the font family here, just put it here, but go from heading 1 to heading 2 and heading 2 and keep going on heading 2. Okay, so we're going to have two buttons here. We're going to have two buttons, CPA services, whatever you may offer. They go into the services page, the accounting page. So this is going to be the accounting page. And then you're going to have a button to the bookings. And as well, you're going to have a cover image here, which we're going to collect right now. So we're going to get the image accounting. So you can easily come here to Pixabay and find the best pictures for your accounting website, and you can either find any of these pictures here and you can get any. Make sure that you download the image for this one here, the 200 640 426, the smallest versions here. Okay, it's not the too small and not too big, because the websites, they are made according to desktop resolution or even mobile resolution, and as well the laptop resolution, and as well tablets. So you don't have to include like a super the size super big of an image. So you have to pick the small image for the, so this way can be optimized for these different computer devices, whether it's tablet, mobile, and as well the desktop or laptop. Okay, so you're gonna download this image here, and you're gonna input it here before you turn it into the web designer. You're gonna say, okay, so I want this image to be my cover image here. So you're gonna go like this and go like this. Download this image from the computer, and then we're gonna go like this, okay? So we're gonna go like this here, and you just say, okay, so this is the image I want here. Just look it up in the file folder, and you're gonna have different images here. Just make sure that you provide the different images, whether it's here in the different sections for your website. Make sure you choose different images here, but this is how you're gonna do it before you turn this document into the web designer, and they will see, okay, so this is the image. So they look it up in the folder, and they are able to do this, they build a website for you. And over here, you're gonna change the subtitle to from less to 20 words. You can easily say, okay, so we're an accounting firm. We are an accounting firm who does it all, like that, or something like this. Whatever it comes up in mind with you here, you can come here, whether you're doing everything that has to do with the accounting, bookkeeping, tax services, auditing, whatever you are experienced, or the people you have working for you. You just can do it like this, okay? Or just choose your subtitle, make sure you do this. And over here, you're gonna have an image for the accounting services here, and then we're gonna have a button here. We're gonna have a button to accounting, the different accounting. So they're gonna click from here, and make sure you have the subject here, and you have the description here, you have the image on this side. They're gonna click from this, from the home page, from the front page, they're gonna click to the accounting page, and this is the accounting services page. And right here, they're gonna have a button back to the front page, and as well, they can go to the contact us and bookings. It could be either bookings or contact us, okay? And right here in the about us, the accounting services, you're gonna come here and have different sections. What are the services that you provide as an accountant? And you can either do service one payroll, you can do service two bookkeeping, service three bank reconciliation, service four you can have payable and receivable and tax preparation, maintain records. So whatever you do as an accountant, just make sure that you provide the accounting services. You have to write them down here, because if you don't have this information in your website as an accountant, the search engines, they're not going to have any information to publish about your business. So it's important that you have this information ready for the web designer, or either for if you're trying to do the website yourself, you can have this information ready for when it comes to making your own website, and just input all of the information. So then you want to have a button to the bookings page. You either can include the pricing rates, other pricing, the whatever you charge for doing the bookkeeping or something like this. The, all the accountants, they work differently, so they have the commission rates or whatever, however you want to do it, hourly or commission rates. I don't know how they do it, but over here you're going to have the subject to bookings description. So you're going to have the button here to the bookings page, and over here, as you can see, we're going back to the front page. Okay, so you have your services bookings button here. They want to book an appointment or maybe financial advice or something, they can always go to the bookings section and they can set an appointment with you or something. So we're going back to the front page here. And then from here, we're going to have this About Us, the About Us button. So over here, the About Us, and then we're going to have a button here. Button to About Us. And then from here, we're going to go to the About Us page. And right here, you're going to have a subtitle, and as well, you're going to make sure you have the H1 and the H2s down here for this H2 here. So we come here, the H2. And if you offer more than 3 services, you can include them here in your About Us page here. But over here, if you wanna view all our accounting services, click button to the accounting services page. Okay, so services page here. It's important that you have this information, the easy access. They can come here. Okay, they looking at this here and they say, okay, so let's go see all the services here, because they might come here into the front page of your website and they say, okay, so I want to know a little bit more about this accounting firm, and the first thing they might do, they say, okay, let's go see the About Us page. So they go here because they want to know about your accounting firm, and they're going to go here to the About Us page, and they're going to see, okay, so they have these 3 services here, whether it's bookkeeping, payroll, or something here, but I want to know more about other services this accounting offers. So they're going to go from here, they're going to click this button. So let's go see the accounting services here, and they're going to click here, and they're going to go into the accounting and they're going to see all the different services that you offer as an accountant. This could be 5 services, 7, 10 services. I don't know how many services can you provide as an accountant, but make sure you include all of these services that you may offer as an accountant. So this way they know, because they might be looking for a specific type of an accountant. They work in a different area. So they want to make sure they go into the About Us page, or they want to go into your accounting services page, because they want to know whether you offer this type of services they might be searching for. So this could be tax preparation, auditing. Some accountants, they don't do auditing, and some accountants, they don't do payable and receivable, and some of them, they don't do payroll. So they want to know whether you are the the perfect accountant for the services they want to acquire from you. Okay, so it's important that you include these services, the services that you're going to offer as an accountant. Okay, so over here, so they go to the About Us and they say, okay, so I want to learn more about the accounting services. So they go to the accounting services here and they see all the services that you may provide as an accountant. Okay, so they say, okay, let's go back to the front page here. They go back to the front page here and they say, okay, so they have this here. So we see the pricing rates here, depending on however you want to include the pricing rates. You can have a specific page for these pricing rates or something, or you can have any questions, contact us. I'm sorry, guys. Contact us, and then they might have any question. Contact us and have a blog. You may have a blog where you explain more different methods that you use as an accountant, and the different reasons that why the accounting they can help a business save financially and uh, save a lot of money financially to grow as a business. So they might hire you or something like this. So they want to know your expertise, whether you're a good financial advisor, you're going to maintain the records for a business. So they want to know whether you have the credibility and the experience. So you can write blogs about this or something that has to do with the maintaining records or something like that. Okay, so you're gonna have a blog button here where you can create different blog posts, and we're going to include a video on how to get started on your own blog. And you can easily just do it with a simple search engine website. If you want to do blogs when you get in your accounting website, just follow this video and write about it, whatever you do here, whether it's going to be a blog about bookkeeping and bank reconciliation, the just practices that you just write about the different practices that you use as an accounting. So this will give you much better search engine credibility, because that's what the internet, the search engine does. You have information, the correct information about your accounting firm. The search engines, they go just gonna publish it. They say, okay, so they have this information here, just publish this information, and they can publish your information locally. And as well, if you have the blog post, you can get different jobs a little bit much further, and contact with other accountants and so on, because accountants, they help one another too. And you can also be, if you getting started, you can help a different accountant and manage different CPA documents and so on. Okay. So you can also include the different services, whether you can offer services for the government and so on. Okay. So it's important you do this, publish this information in your website, so the search engines will provide this information about your business. Okay. Okay. So let's go here. And then as well, you're going to have a contact us. So the contact us page is going to be a legal page where you're gonna have your form here. They're gonna include their full name, the email, the subject, the message, the submit button, and as well you're gonna include the areas that you may serve, the location address, the where your business is located. You're gonna have a map, and as well, you're going to have a link for the Google directions if they want to come and visit your location and request for your services, or they may ask a few questions about your business or what services that you offer. Sometimes most of the time, in order for you to offer the accounting services, it's more like a in-person to person, the business service. So you either go to the business location to do the bookkeeping, or if they want to request for your services, they want to come and see you and talk to you personally, because they want to get to know you. They want to know who is going to be their accountant. So they want to be sure whether they can trust you with their business records and so on. Okay, so it's important that you include the location address, and as well, here you're going to have the bookings page where you're going to include the full name, your address, the accounting title, whether they want to contact you over the phone. Let's go here as well. The added user telephone. So if they want to contact you over the phone, they can do that as well. Let's go here. And they can just include your telephone number, your location address, and you just tell them the hour, the office hours here. You can do that as well and include the office hours. And the bookings here is also the bookings, because they might say here, okay, so we're gonna come here, and the contact us is basically more about your address information, how they can contact you. And over here, you're gonna include this. Go here. So you're gonna have so they can upload a document. So you're gonna have this so they can upload a document, because someone might be working with you already, and they have this document and they wanna contact you, and they say, okay, so I have this document that I want to look at it. Please look at this document. So they're gonna upload this document, and they're gonna send you this information, and you're gonna look it up, this document, and then you're gonna return the email, and you're gonna say, okay, so if you want more help about this whatever document here, I look it up or whatever, they can either so that's why it's important to have the contact us information, because they might contact you for questions. They might have questions on a document They might have questions how to get to your location address. They might have questions whether they wanna what services that you offer as an accountant. So there's many reasons why they might look into this page. Okay. So and over here they're gonna come here. They say, okay, so I wanna do bookings here. You already have a customer, and they say, okay, let's go to the bookings page and just find for the address here, the telephone number or something. And they say, okay, so you might have a reservation fee or something for just for an accountant to go do the bookkeeping or do a bank reconciliation or something. And you probably may have the vehicle fee as well. So you're going to create different products just for doing the reservation and as well for the vehicle fee. And you're going to have these other products, just going to create two different products, one for reservation. You may charge $25 to go a specific day to get started on a bank reconciliation or maybe get started on a bookkeeping. I don't know, sometimes they take 5 days, 3 days, depending on how many transactions they may have. But you can have this here, and you can always have this accounting title address, and they can also do the payments on person to person, however you want to do it here. You want to either do it person to person payments, cash, or I don't know, the electronic payments. So over here, if you create a product or a payment, so it's going to be electronic payment. Okay, so the reservation fee will be electronic payment if you create a product, or vehicle fee here for just driving up to the business location or something like this. And over here, so in order to get started with the website, you must have the domain name, web hosting, whose privacy SSL certificate. And you can easily get started with a simple search engine website and have no extra cost. You're gonna have the basic modules, basic product, basic blog, basic contact form, basic format, and how to be search engine optimized. As an accountant, you know how to do a lot of business transactions, how to take payments, how to do a lot of stuff on your own. You can either come here and just receive the electronic payments or something like this without using an advanced search engine website. Because what advanced search engine website here is they do advanced products. They do everything is so a little bit more advanced, but most of the time you don't really want to have all these advanced features because you can take this uh, there are many ways of payment methods that you can take care of in person, or you can either take care of with one or two products, the very basic. You don't really have to get this extra cost and pay for the high maintenance website. And over here, you're going to have the $49 a year just to build, design the website. And over here, you want to include the bookings page. If you don't want to have too much communication with your customers, you might say, okay, so I want a booking system where I want to have the calendar and they book automatically. But over here, you can say, okay, so you're going to have with a simple search engine website, you may say, okay, so I have people working with me here. So I want to book something, just add it to the Google Calendar. We make an appointment, just make sure they pay for this reservation fee product and they pay for this other vehicle fee product, and that's it. And over here, you have to have all these advanced features, and it costs a little bit more money to have an advanced search engine website. And you can go easily get started on a simple search engine website and have good communication skills with your customers and just ask them to pay this reservation, small reservation fee, and as well the vehicle fee if you want to do it like that. And you can take care of the other pricing, because the accountant, whether the bookkeeping or the person going in to the business to do whatever they're going to do for the business, they have to finish their job first, and they're gonna work maybe 1 day, 2 days, I don't know for how long. And then they're gonna come here and say, okay, I finished my job, so can you pay me these services here? And that's how they charge the electronic payment or maybe a check. Sometimes they can accept a check from the business or anything that has to do with the payment. Okay. Okay, so to get started with the website, simple search engine website, you must have a domain name, web hosting, whose privacy, and SSL certificate. And to get started with having a domain name and a web hosting, to be search engine optimized, you have to have a quality web hosting, and it has to be a commerce web hosting platform. And the Pro Advanced is this plan where you're gonna have the commerce, where you're gonna have the advanced, so you can be search engine optimized as well, and it's adaptable to the commerce. And you can easily get started with this plan here. Okay, so right here to get started on this plan is going to be billing cycle every 12 months. But if you want to get a different plan for the business to business BPS hosting, as I mentioned, this plan here for this quality hosting is billed every 12 months. And over here, we have these ones, they are billed every month here. And this one, you can upgrade from here, from $12 a month to 165 a month. And you're gonna have different course here. The course is more like a cashier, but over here, the cashier, depending on how many years you might need, but the cores here, the computer cores are way much more sophisticated than a human cashier. So they work much faster and they have more space to deal with transactions here. So right here is like 500 to 1,000 times more sophisticated than a human cashier. For example, let's say you have 3 cash registers in Walmart. They might take 2,000 people or more people to come and buy their stuff here in several hours. So this means these 3 cashiers, they taking this much, like 500 times more. They can do this much, take more transactions here. Okay, so right here, if you want to buy one of these plans, it's up to you. All of these are quality web hosting. This one you can upgrade from here to all the way to box 10 here. But with this plan here, you can get started here because you want the commerce and you cannot upgrade anymore. So just in case you want to do that, you're going to have to restart and design your website if you want to move to these plans over here. But right now, I'm just going to explain you this, how to get started. So you can easily, this one has one core, and as mentioned, they can, with one core, this one cash register, you can take so many transactions, because the humans, are capable of taking so many transactions during several hours, and the computer, they can take way much more transactions than a human. Okay, so right here, so it's gonna be 12 months for the billing cycle. And right here, you don't have to do anything here, just leave it none here. And then you have to find for .com because you're gonna do commerce. So you have to find for the .com because as an accountant, you know that you're doing commerce. And over here, so we're gonna find accounting H Street. So this one was available, accounting. And just gonna come here and then check availability. And we're going to come down here and then we're going to have to come and get this here, the whose privacy protection and the SSL certificate. So we're going to click here and then we're going to go to the whose privacy protection. By law, every time someone registers a domain name, they have to include it in the whose directory. But if you do not pay for this protected information, your information is going to be visible in the whose directory. And in my opinion, I do not trust any telemarketers because telemarketers, they look up the white pages, they look up the whose directory just to come and sell you something. And if you protect this information, the marketers, they're not going to have a clue what type of information they want to sell you here because they don't have your company name, they don't have your name, they don't have your email, they don't have nothing here. So everything is going to remain protected here. And over here, if you don't protect this, the telemarketers, they're going to have this information here and they're going to try to sell you something because they always search in the whose directory or the white pages as well. And they go like that, okay? So they come here, and if you pay for this privacy protection, you're gonna remain private. Your information is gonna be private. And let's go back here. So that's for the 7.50 US dollars a year to protect your information from the who's directory and the SSL certificate. The SSL certificate is gonna make your website is going to have this safety security lock here. Your website is going to be secure. And as an accountant, you're going to deal with other businesses. And if a business want to hire you as an accountant, they want to make sure that you're protecting their information as well. And as a business, they want to make sure, okay, so if you don't have this SSL certificate, the search engines, they're going to verify your website is not secure, and they're going to put a warning sign here. They say this website is not secure. We recommend you to please do not solicit anything from this website. And if the customer come and see this here, they say, okay, so I cannot trust this business here because they don't even have the internet search. It's telling me that I do not solicit anything because this website is not secure. So it's important to have this connection secure, and this way the search engines, they don't have this warning about your business, about your accounting firm. So it's important they have this SSL security installed with. If you want to follow the videos on how to install this, I'm going to include these videos, and this SSL certificate is only going to cost you $19 a year. And from there, we're going to click here, and then we're going to include our information. Make sure you include your information for tax purposes. And you include all of these because you have to match the records, you know. So as a business, as a legal business, we have to match our records as well, not only as an address if we want to be search engine, local search engine optimized, but we also have to match our records because we're doing a lot of transactions, we're buying stuff, we deposit money in the bank, we do a lot of stuff here. We offer different businesses, services, and we do a lot of things, okay? So it's important that we match our records when the time comes when you have to do your taxes or do take care of a legal matter or something, you know. Okay, so you want to have this organization name, and you're simply going to say accounting, and just come here, and job title, accountant. And over here, okay, so we have to include the address. So we're going to include some address someplace. And let's say we're someplace here in LA. So we're going to say Vermont Street. And let's say it's H Street. So let's put H Street. H Street. Let's put this number. So we got this number, H Street, and then we come here. And then right here. And then you're going to include the zip code. And then you're going to include your telephone number. And simple as that here. And then you're going to add domains. So your first billing cycle is going to be 192 here to have the commerce, the advanced plan. And simply you're going to click here, the terms and conditions, cancellation refund policy, privacy policy, domain name registration agreement, domain name dispute resolution policy, whose privacy protection agreement, and then you're going to come here and just create the account. And then you can get started on making your own simple search engine website. Because as an accountant, whether you're a beginner or you already have partner with other accountants, however you want to do it, but you want other people, other businesses notice you as an accountant. And to do that, you have to have a simple search engine website. This way you can uh, submit your search engine content into the local search and as well the search engine. And to do that, you can simply get started with no extra cost. You can start the basic modules, basic products, basic blog, basic contact form, basic format, and how to be search engine optimized, and avoid all these advanced search engine uh, costs. Because if you don't know how to do any advanced web design, if you have some issues to take care with the booking or you want to make changes, every time you have to hire a web designer to come and do this job for you. And with the simple search engine website, you can easily get started on your own making the website and avoid all these advanced features and avoid hiring a web designer or avoid studying a lot of just to do the website. Because in order to do advanced search engine website, if you're a beginner, most likely that you must have to study how to do the CMS and know how to do all of these elements, then pay all these extra costs plus the extra learning that you have to do or the extra cost of a web designer. And you can easily get started with the site builder search in simple search engine website and with no extra cost and basic modules, basic product, basic blog. And if you want to do appointments, get your Google Calendar and just write them down here in the Google Calendar. And you want to do different payment methods, you can do electronic cashier or you can do cash, however you want to document, your service and just do it like that. And simple as that. But in order for you to get started on a simple search engine website, you must be able to have a domain name, web hosting, host privacy, and SSL certificate. If you want to get started on how to get started with a simple search engine website, I'm going to include some videos that you can follow and get started on making your own simple search engine website. I'm also going to include a video how to do a blog and how to submit your website to the search engines and local search. So if you want to get started an accounting website, just make sure you watch these videos and just follow the video instructions. And this way you can get started in inputting all of your information in a website. So the search engines will have some information, all your information about your business. This way they can publish it on the internet search. So, okay, guys, if you're an accountant, if you're watching this video, I wish you the best of the best. That you have a website so you can offer these accounting services. And if you want to also download this document here, so you can come here and make changes. So the web designer, they build a website for you. You can do that as well here. And just download, just follow the links on the bottom of this description. And if you want to either hire a web designer or do the website yourself, you're more than welcome to do it. And I invite you to look at the videos and how to get started on a simple search engine website. And like I mentioned before, if is you don't have to pay the extra cost to get started on a website. So you can easily get started at godigitalwebsite.com. And so that's it, guys. Have a beautiful day and take care.